Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria, and it is my honor and pleasure to welcome all of you to our session today, Effortless Stillness in a Busy World. Today, we will speak about truly effortless Sahaj Samadhi meditation, and our lead speaker for today is Swami Jaataveda. He is a wonderful senior art of living teacher. With him, meditations are always very, very deep. So we are very lucky. And also, Swamiji is known for having very thought through, very practical examples. So, in case your mind is still wondering if meditation is good for you, Swamiji is definitely the person to explain it very well. Welcome, Swamiji. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria, for those loving and lovely words in the introduction. But what you have done is you have already raised the bar of the expectation. So now I think a lot of expectations are there from the audience. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maria. Yeah. And a very warm and a good evening to everybody. Jai Gurudev. I'm sure you people are connecting from different parts of Europe. Some of you are in CEST, some of you are from Spain or no, yeah. Some of you are from Estonia. And oh, we have been joined by so many of our senior teachers. Mhm. Yes, yes. Some teachers are driving and they have joined. Yeah. Veronica, who is translating to Estonian, she is also our silence program teacher. And we have 5 translations going on. Okay. So it will be good to have our cameras on if you wish and if it is comfortable so that we can interact. It's not like I don't feel I'm speaking in a radio studio. I'm doing a radio program. Rather, I'm doing a live session with beautiful souls here. Yeah. Good. So tell me, how do you want this evening to be? You can write in your expectations. So, shall we discuss something at the beginning or in the beginning, then do a meditation and then take up questions, or the other way around? Can you type in your request or your wishes? Uh-huh. This language I don't know how to read. Maybe it is for Maria. It is in Russian, I think. Yeah, something.
Yes, someone joined us from Russia.
Okay. Eva told meditation first, knowledge later. Okay. First information, then meditation. Okay. What else? I know you people are after work, so you are not that tired even to type, yeah? To type something, yeah? Yes. Peaceful and grounded. Okay. Relaxing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So there are many requests and in different forms, different orders as we. Okay. Priska, meditation. We will do meditation, yeah. Sharing your experience with meditation would be great. Ah, okay. Sylvia, let's see if I get time. I can also share how to act upon my intuition. Yeah, one thing we can do is during the course of our discussion, if you have any questions, please you can post it to Maria, in her private chat. And later Maria can consolidate all the questions, all the common questions, and she can ask me. It's a good idea, everybody? Good. So it's nothing formal about this session. You must feel very, very informal here. You must really relax and feel informal. Hmm? So my first question would be, how many of us are first time here or would be experiencing meditation for the first time, very first time? Can you raise your hands or your virtual hands also? If not the real hand, even the virtual hands. Okay, first time meditators, let me see the virtual hands. Hmm. Okay, there are just few of them, or rather couple of them. If you have raised it properly, I can see there are just couple of them. Okay, fine. So anyways, we are going to discuss. So I hope and I'm sure we will be benefited out of our discussion, our questions, and of course the meditation that we are all going to do. So if you ask me honestly, I don't feel the need even to speak about meditation. Hmm. Okay, I'll go a little slow because our translators are translating. Okay. It's like asking a question, why do I need to sleep? Do we need an introduction to sleep? Have you ever had an introduction to sleep? Anybody here? No. We have never had any session as such, like which is known as introduction to sleep or why sleeping is important. What is the benefit of sleeping? From our very childhood, it was being taught, or our mothers, grandmothers, they asked us to sleep or they made us sleep. And that's how we formed an habit to form a habit to sleep in our lives. And that's how we go to bed. But since this part got missing, throughout the world, it's not about East, West, throughout the world, parents, they have not taught their children to quieten the mind, how to calm the mind, how to be in that stillness, and how to relax the whole system. This part got missed out from homes, from very parents or grandparents, and at school. And therefore, it became a need in today's time for all of us not only to meditate, but have such sessions called as introduction to meditation. We need to know even that how to meditate. See, why do we sleep? Hmm? We sleep because sleep is just opposite of of being awake. It's the opposite of being awake. The whole day we are awake doing activities, and to rest, we need to sleep. This is a mechanism that is being built. Similarly, what is meditation? The whole day we are doing activities, no? There are many thoughts in the mind. We are doing many activities through our mind, through this nervous system. So we need a mechanism to calm the mind, to calm this nervous system. And the opposite of this is what? Meditation. So activity at the level of the mind, at the level of our nervous system or the whole system, body-mind complex. And the opposite of it is meditation. Now we all know we need energy for doing work. So one benefit of sleep is what? The next day when we wake up, we feel so fresh. We feel so rejuvenated, so fresh that we start our day after a very good night's sleep. In a similar way, our mind also needs that deepest rest after which we should feel relaxed, calm, and energized. So if you ask me, I'd really say just sleeping might not be enough to relax or calm the mind. I'll give you an example. As Maria said, no, that Swamiji gives some examples. I'll come up with my first example. Have you seen sometimes we sleep at night, even number of hours, if you calculate, we slept, say, 8 hours, no? Even after waking up, we don't feel fresh. How many of us have experienced that? Let me see the hands. Wow. Oh my God. Most of us. I'm surprised. All the hands have come up. Yeah. You know why? Yes, the virtual hands also have come up now. Yes. So everybody agrees. You know what is the reason? Though the body is taking rest, but not necessarily our mind and nervous system took the deepest rest. No. There could be a reason that there were some thoughts in the mind, and the whole night mind was, churning those thoughts, were active with those thoughts, as a result of which the next day morning when we woke up, we didn't feel that freshness at the level of body or even at the level of our mind. Mhm. So therefore, we need that mechanism, we need that tool to relax the mind, to calm the mind. Mhm. See, often we do it with sleep also. No, people often say that what we need to relax first and then go to sleep. Therefore, we take shower, we read some books, we put some essential oil or something. Why? To calm down, to relax down, so that we go into deep sleep. Hmm? Similarly, we need a tool, we need a mechanism to calm the mind, to quieten, to go into that stillness before we fall asleep, or to get our mind into that energetic mode. We get the mind in that calm state. And that is why we need to sit for few minutes in that calmness, stillness, and which is called meditation. Yeah. Now, you can ask me that just sitting quiet is enough. I'd say yes. That is the starting point. First, what we need to do, we need to just sit quietly for few minutes. And then what happens when the body is calm, slowly we'll find the mind is calming down. And what happens when we meditate? There are, thousands of thoughts bombarding our mind, thousands of thoughts. And doesn't matter whether it is a good thought or a bad thought, whether it is a positive thought or a negative thought, it doesn't matter at all. So, thought is a thought, and our mind is exactly like that mixer grinder. We are grinder or juicer. Whether you make apple, you put apple, it will churn the apple, the juicer will start. Yeah. You put some bitter thing, bitter gourd you put, it will grind the bitter gourd and make the juice of bitter gourd. So for the mind, it doesn't matter we put positive thought or negative thought. A thought is a thought for mind. Any thought coming, it is taking away so much energy from the mind. Mhm. Therefore, what happens when we consciously calm the mind? Meditation is what? Meditation is act of consciously calming the mind. So when we consciously calm the mind, what happens? We are conserving so much of energy. We conserve a lot of energy. And when that energy is conserved, what happens? We feel so fresh, recharged, and a state of calmness and the deepest rest or stillness. Eh? And it is attained. We don't have to put effort to do that. Like I'll give you one more example. When you go to sleep, have you seen, say, for example, you have to get up and go to the airport in the morning, 4 o'clock, and it's already 11 o'clock, and you try to sleep. Oh, let me fall asleep. Let me try to sleep. What happens? Do you fall asleep or do you become sleepless? How many of you say you become more sleepless when you try to fall asleep? Oh, all of us. Good. Good audience I have. Yeah. You all agree to whatever I say. Hmm? So, similarly, meditation is also like that. If you try to meditate or if you try to calm down the mind, it doesn't happen. Because mind is something which cannot be managed by mind itself. We need some tool, we need something to manage the mind or calm the mind. And therefore, this Sahaj Samadhi meditation, if you ask me. Now, there are and there can be many forms of meditation. There are many forms. But then why Sahaj Samadhi? Other forms of meditation, or even if you play some flute music, you listen to the flowing, the sound of flowing water, or you sit by the side of the river or at the top of the mountain, naturally you will fall into meditation, you'll go into meditation. So, one aspect of meditation is what? Is relaxing the mind. The other aspect of meditation is what? Is also removing those impressions which are already stored in the mind or at the different layers of our own consciousness. Now, what are these impressions? These impressions are nothing but all those events that has happened in the past or sometimes in our past lifetimes. They become hindrance to be happy, to be enthusiastic in this very moment. They are the big hindrance. Now, again, let us understand with an example. Now, have you seen, sometimes it happens that you are in a birthday party or there is some occasion going on, everybody is happy, dancing, but a moment comes, could be for few seconds or a minute or two, you suddenly feel low. You feel, oh, everybody is happy around me, everybody is dancing and eating and making fun and everything. But I don't feel happy. I am not joyful. I feel little bit out of the crowd or little I feel little sad. How many of us have felt sometimes like this? Yeah? Yes. You know why? This is this is because of those impressions. No, it is like in the old cassette. Have you seen? Sometimes the dust used to come, and we don't used to hear the proper sound. We have to clean the head or clean the cassette, and then again we it used to go around round, and then we used to hear the good sound. Our mind or consciousness also plays in the same way. If there are some dust in form of some impressions, what happens? While playing or while in the moment, they come in between and we suddenly feel little low energy, low enthusiasm, and could be we can feel some sadness, or some misery. Not because of the time, not because of the space, but because of these impressions. So Sahaj Samadhi, what it does, each time we meditate, it is removing these impressions. Each and every session, each and every time we are meditating, it is removing these impressions from our mind, from our consciousness, thus making us more and more pure, more and more clean, and that is what we are. So it is like the sun is already there. So Sahaj Samadhi is the technique which is removing the clouds. No? As and when the clouds are getting removed, we see the bright sunshine, we see the sky, the deep blue sky within us. Like that is how what we are. No, that is what we are. So what happens in Sahaj Samadhi meditation? As I said, it's an effortless way to meditate. We all get a personalized sound. Now, this sound is not an external sound, no, it's an internal one, and this sound is known as mantra. So we get a personalized mantra. Now you can say mantras it can be found everywhere, no, in the internet, in the books. But there is a difference in getting a live mantra and a mantra which can be found in internet or everywhere. There is a difference. Now, have you seen? Now, say for example, any beans or mung beans, if you keep it in the jar, it is not live. Yeah, it doesn't sprout. The plant doesn't come out. But if you put the seed in water for 1 or 2 days, have you seen it germinates and a small sprout comes out? Have how many of us seen? Any beans or mung beans, if you put it in the water, after a day or two, no, a small sprout or something, it starts to germinate, and yeah, why? That seed becomes live. Hmm? But if you keep the seed in the jar for 2 years, it will not grow into a plant. Similarly, we have to go to our teachers, and this mantra is what is made live, or it is a live mantra which is given to us. And when we put it simply acts as that. No, it germinates in the system and it grows in our life, thus helping us in going deep into ourselves and able to meditate and relax and calm down. Yeah. Now you already asked a question, my experience of meditation. So before doing Sahaj Samadhi or Sudarshan Kriya, no, it complements, Sudarshan Kriya and Sahaj Samadhi, it goes hand in hand. I was also meditating and was doing the mantra, no, the rosary or the mantra japa, what we say. I was doing a japa mantra. But I can tell you very honestly, it was more like a mechanical thing. Of course, I used to go a little deeper, but the mind was like, okay, let me finish 108 times, as if it is a task for me. So it was more like doing a task than rejoicing with the self, then going deep. So it was the other way around. But when I did the Sahaj Samadhi and the Sudarshan Kriya, the combination of both, I felt so different. I felt for the very first time, I like meditated. But before Sahaj Samadhi, I was meditating almost like 6, 7 years. Mm. But never I touched such depth, such stillness, such calmness. And honestly speaking, I felt that something in the mind got changed. Even the thought process, the kind of thoughts that I started getting, even the quality of the thoughts, it will not be bad to say that even the quality of the thoughts, I noticed a big difference when I started meditating with my Sahaj Samadhi mantra or doing this Sahaj Samadhi meditation. Yeah. So what I can say is like how we give importance to sleep, we all have to give equal importance for meditation, you know, just to take care of our mind, our heart, our soul, our whole system, whole system. And if you talk about other benefits, I'm not going to talk about benefits, but we all know, no? See, most of the diseases also, it is said it is psychosomatic, whether you call it a blood pressure or blood sugar or thyroid, or I don't want to name even the diseases, no? Doctors these days, they say they are mostly psychosomatic. And psychosomatic means somewhere it is from the mind. And we see, no, in life or day-to-day life, how much we are reacting to things around us. No? Our tolerance level is going lower and lower and lower each day, each day. So, how to increase our tolerance level, how to not react to situation or people around us, how to maintain that depth, that calmness inside us. You know? So meditation is the way. Only through meditation we can we can relax, we can be calm, and we can deal with all these things, in a much better way. In a much better way. Good. So shall we meditate now? Because you already posted so many questions and you are after your work. So shall we meditate? Yes. Yeah. So we'll do a guided meditation. I know many of us here, we haven't done or we are yet to do the Sahaj Samadhi. There is a good news also. The Sahaj Samadhi meditation, afterwards, Maria would definitely give the information to you, but it will be taught by none other than Bhanu Didi, and Bhanu Didi is sister of Gurudev, and she conducts the train the trainers program. She gives training to all the trainers of Sahaj Samadhi around the world. No, so it is a wonderful chance to learn from her now. And if we are already doing, then it is again a wonderful time to refresh our knowledge. Even we as teacher or conductor of this program, we don't miss any opportunity to be in her presence and to learn, because each time I've seen, it's my observation, my own experience, each time we sit in such session, something new, it opens up, something new, we don't know what, but we learn so much. And then if you are already practicing, I tell you, our experience of meditation goes much deeper after such sessions. How many of us will agree with me that, yeah, it happens, no? Each time we refresh our course, and after that we find our practice, it has got much deeper. Yeah. See, everybody is raising hand, those who are regular practitioner of meditation. So let us all join. Of course, we will be joining. You don't need any inspiration or inspirational words from me. But what is most important is, now the world is going through, people are going through stress and anxiety. So this is the time we must hold hands of our friends, our family members, our neighbors, and introduce this knowledge in their life. And we never know which knowledge, which time uh, this will create an effect in their life, and they will start not only blossoming, but that much needed transformation will come in their life. So let us be a carrier of this knowledge. Let us be the gateway of this knowledge in their lives and make everybody's life around us more happy. Good. So now let's meditate. So again, meditation is an act of doing nothing. So when I say let's meditate, you need not have to get much ready. You just sit in a comfortable position and just tell your mind that for the next few moments, we are going to do nothing. Even the instructions, no need to listen to the instructions very intently. No, you listen to the instructions as if you are listening to some music coming from very far distance. Yeah. So sit very comfortably, easily. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take a long, deep breath in. Hold your breath. Breathe out through the mouth. Once again, take a long, deep breath in. Hold your breath. Breathe out through the mouth. Now take a long, deep breath in once again. Hold your breath. And this time, breathe out through the nose as gently as you can. As you breathe out, relax the body more and more. Breathe in and breathe out. Listen to all the sounds and noises around you, if there are any. The ticking of the clock, or sound of the exhaust fan, or the radiator, or from the traffic. Just be one with the sounds around you or the noises around you. Breathe in and breathe out. With every outgoing breath, feel the body is getting relaxed more and more. Simply observe this phenomena. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax all the nerves and muscles of both your legs. Let your legs be loose and relax the muscles. Gently breathe in, and as you breathe out, relax them even more. Relax your stomach and chest. Both the shoulders. Just drop your shoulders. Relax your hands. Let the neck be loose. And let the head tilt whichever side it wants to tilt. Forward, backward. Relax all the muscles and nerves of your forehead or the head region. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Our eyes are still and relaxed this very moment. Relax your jaws. Relax the tongue if it is touching the palate. Relax your lips even. And keep a gentle smile. Breathe in with a smile and breathe out with a smile. If any thoughts coming, let them come. Simply observe your thoughts as passing clouds. Let them come and let them pass by. We remain untouched by the thoughts. Effortlessly breathe in and let go. Once again, gently breathe in and breathe out. As fishes in the water, we are floating in this big bubble of air or envelope of air around us. So imagine yourself to be in a big, big bubble of air. We are surrounded by this air. Same air inside us and the same air outside us. effortlessly. Breathe in and breathe out. Drop all your efforts and simply relax. Relax more and more. Om Shanti. 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 Gently breathe in and breathe out. Feel this peace and this contentment inside you. Now take a deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your body and your surroundings. And very slowly and gently, you may open your eyes. Take your time, very slowly and gently, you may open your eyes. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So see, we did a short meditation, no, around 16, 17 minutes. The mind is already so calm and we are feeling that stillness inside. Mm. So this was a guided meditation. Of course, there is no comparison, but you can imagine when we just sit with ourselves with that profound knowledge of the Sahaj Samadhi, with our personalized mantra, how much stillness, how deep can we go? Is we cannot comprehend even. It can only be experienced. Yeah. Like without sleeping, we cannot comprehend how much deep sleep could be. No, one cannot comprehend one if we are awake. No, once we are awake, we cannot comprehend what deep sleep is until we go into the state of that deep sleep. Good. So, Maria, have you received any questions? Any one or two couple of questions maybe I can take?
Yes, I have received some questions, and the one we just received. What is the criteria for teachers to choose your personal mantra?
Criteria for teachers.
No, yeah, how teachers choose this mantra? How do they give you this individual mantra?
Oh, you know, even after becoming teacher, I wonder how it happens. No, it's kind of a phenomena. No, nature knows what is best for us, and so it chooses what is good for you, and it comes. Yeah. So that's how it happens. Even if you ask me a direct answer, even we wonder, while giving the mantra or while just sharing the mantra, even we wonder how it happens. That is how much profound it is. You can imagine. Yeah.
Thank you, Swamiji. I think you've already answered this, but maybe it's good for you to repeat. The person is asking how to let go of bad things that happened to me in the past and how to have trust in universe.
Yeah. So if you find it difficult to let go or to drop, you don't have to do anything. You just, anyways, it is not there. The events, it has gone. The people, they are not there right now. Or even if they are there, their moods, their emotions, it has all got changed. So what has remained is again what we discussed is the impression in our mind or consciousness. So as we meditate, it is taken care. We don't have to worry also. Each time we meditate, each session we sit for meditation, all these impressions are getting removed. Yeah. So don't worry about it at all.
Thank you, Swamiji. And there are two questions, but I will combine them. So the question is how to act upon my intuition and not to have doubts. And the second one is how do I know if I'm acting from my true self?
Okay. So this is again a benefit of meditation. Once we start meditating, we'll find that our intuition grows and it is becoming more and more stronger. And you will get the proof yourself. You will get the proof. Hmm? Suppose you're driving a car and your intuition says you have not switched on your Google, and your intuition says, no, maybe I should turn right. The restaurant or the gas station could be on the right. And you'll find, yes, you found the gas station. So this will start happening, and it happens to all our meditators. No, you want to check? Wait. How many meditators will agree that your intuition has grown? Even smallest of the small things you find your intuition. Now see, look at those hands. Yeah. So intuition grows. And the second part of the question, no, as we meditate, all these clouds, it gets removed, all the doubts, it gets removed. Then what we find, we can really be in ourself. We can repose in ourself. We can listen to ourself also. Hmm? And our inner voice is always speaking the truth. We all know, no? So it is a wonderful conversation also that goes on, when once we start meditating, it is so wonderful. We repose in the self, and then we are ready to receive uh, the very inner voice. We are able to listen to our inner voice. Yeah.
Thank you, Swamiji, for such deep and detailed answers. Another questions I will combine. One of them was how to be consistent in meditation, and the other one, is it good to take a routine and meditate at the same time every day?
Yes. So, as I said, we can consider meditation also as a form of relaxation or sleep. So, similar routine we can fix up for meditation. See, for sleep also, we try to go to bed, or we know that 10 o'clock or 10 by 10:30, if we hit the bed, it is good. Sometimes we are late, that is also fine. Similarly, what happens when we meditate in a particular time, the nature also makes it very conducive, and we see that those moments we are not getting disturbed, or we are not getting calls or something, and we are able to meditate. So we can start meditating that way. No, you can choose a time in the morning to get that freshness and start the day with lot of energy and enthusiasm. And the second meditation, definitely, once we come back from our office, we feel tired, we need energy, freshness in the mind. We can again meditate for few minutes before we have our dinner. So it's a good habit. But honestly, there is no time of meditation. Even if you find time in the afternoon, in the office, or you are traveling, you are in the plane, simply close your eyes and meditate. Yeah.
Thank you, Swamiji. Um, Again, I'm a master of combining questions today. So there is one question, and someone is saying that they feel some jerks during meditation, if that's okay. And another person is asking that sometimes they lean forward a little bit during meditation, if that's okay also, because they've heard that they always have to have the spine straight.
Okay. So I'll leave this question to be answered by your teacher when you attend the meditation course, You keep this question, because there are many old-time practitioner of meditation, there would be many new practitioner, or those who would have not yet joined or yet to join. Yeah. So definitely you should ask this question in your session to your teacher. Yes.
That's a wonderful answer, Swamiji. Indeed, Global Sahaj Samadhi will be happening all across Europe at different timings from 22nd to 24th of May, literally in a few days. And it is very special that it's happening with Banuma. Maybe, Swamiji, you can tell a couple of words about Banuma. Why is it so special to meditate with her all together?
Yes, Maria. So I think I already mentioned, no, she has trained all the trainers across the globe, and she is still doing the same. And most importantly, it is designed, of course, with the blessings of Gurudev, and under her guidance, this whole program got designed. So we are getting it from the source. You can understand. And Banu Didi's presence. If How many of us we have had the chance to be in her presence? No, yeah, such deep knowledge. She simplifies, and in such a natural way, you don't even have to think that you are getting the knowledge from her. It is like you dissolve into the knowledge. You get like drenched into the knowledge so effortlessly. So it's a beautiful time, to be with her. Doesn't matter whether it is a course or a knowledge session or something. So don't miss this chance. Either you are a meditator already, you have done the course, or you want your friends to be in this program. Don't miss the chance at all.
Thank you, Swamiji. Well, last two questions. One is it possible to meditate when someone doesn't feel well?
Yes. I think that is the time we have to meditate, no? Like if we have some pain or we are not feeling well, what do? we go to sleep. We say, no, I'm not feeling well, I'll let me sleep. No? Similarly, if we are not feeling well, because meditation is again n- is not an act of doing something. Till the time we feel it is act of doing something, then our mind may have some resistance towards meditating. When we already know it is nothing but a technique to relax the mind, to calm the mind, to energize ourselves, so even if you're not feeling well, few minutes we can just be calm, sit with ourselves and relax. And often people have found, people they come up with such experience that even if they're not feeling well, just few minutes of meditation after that, they start feeling relaxed, calm, and start feeling well after the meditation.
Thank you, Swamiji. I think you might advise the person to repeat the course, but I'll still ask, why after doing Sahaj Samadhi meditations, I still have not reached the Samadhi state. My mind still has thoughts, like my mind doesn't stop thinking.
Yeah. So having thoughts is also a state of meditation. Having no thoughts is also a state of meditation. So we don't have to struggle in meditation to remove all the thoughts. No. And this state of samadhi is, it could be even for few seconds, the deepest rest. It could be even for a fraction of second or few seconds, and it has got such power. Even if we touch that state for even couple of seconds, it is enough to give us like so much energy, enthusiasm, joy, peace, calm, even that few seconds of it. So we need not have to worry which state we are in. We are going in samadhi, or we are having thoughts, we are having no thoughts. We just sit and practice. That's all. Rest, everything is taken care by the technique, by the mantra itself. Everything is taken care.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Swamiji, for today's session. The questions are over, and so is our session. You mentioned in the beginning that I raised the bar with your introduction, but honestly, I'm sure everyone will agree with me that you did not just match the expectation, but exceeded it. So thank you so much for beautiful meditation, all the examples, detailed answers, and it was wonderful. And thank you for everyone for joining our session today. Do join the courses all across Europe. Let's meditate together. And if you have friends and family who maybe have not meditated or have meditated, definitely ask them to join as well. Let's just bring these big waves of peace and happiness to the whole world, not only Europe, to the whole world. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, everybody.